Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my personal fleet carrier, my second look Beta 2 series. So we're off to pick up the cutter, the travel cutter. We have 4 cutters. We have a cargo, we have a travel, we have an asteroid mining, and we have a planetary exploration. We're going to pick up the travel and we're going to fly it to Kruger 60 to pick up the fleet carrier. We have 9.9 billion in the beta. In our live account we have almost 11.3, but 9.9 should be fine. That was a snapshot as of April 30th. So we're off to Babbage. That's where all of our assets are currently. We're going to run out to Kruger 60, purchase the fleet carrier, then run out to Myanmar in the cutter and call the fleet carrier to that location. And we're going to record as much as possible. Recording seems to be working at the moment. This is the first time I was able to get into Beta 2. They were delayed about 20 minutes. It had to update the system, or update on our side the system. We were in our Python at Sothis Mining, so we're traveling over to Ceos to Babbage. That's where all of our assets are currently. We are excited about the beginnings of Beta 2. Toward the end of Beta 2, they're going to have a blowout special of fleet carriers where it's 1 million instead of 5 billion. So stay tuned. We'll bring you that information as soon as we get it. Currently in Beta 2, the fleet carrier will cost 5 billion plus the services. So you'll get to see that. We're going to pick up our travel cutter, and the reason we're going to take the cutter is because we're going to convert it into a cargo cutter when we get to Edmondson High. We're not going to transfer all of our assets yet until we get back to the Sothis area. Then we'll transfer all our assets over to the fleet carrier. The travel cutter has the fuel scoop and has the extra fuel tanks and all of that. We have 8 ships here, and we want the travel version of the cutter. Shows we have 9.9 billion. We should have plenty for beta 2. Like I said, we have 11.3 in our main account. Go ahead and refuel. Go ahead and advance maintenance. Go ahead and top off the paint job. Go over to outfitting. We'll show you that. There is the, I don't have the name on the side of the cutter at the moment. We'll work on that during beta to get that all set up, which is fine. Our power's fine. We have no hard points. We have all shield boosters and heat sinks. We have a 7A power plant, all modded, as much of it as possible. We have an 8A fuel scoop. It's like 285 million for that thing. That's crazy. With an 8C fuel tank that will easily get us where we're going. And we have a few cargo racks, which is fine. We'll change out to all cargo racks when we get to Edmondson High after purchasing the fleet carrier. Sys left. Let's get to Kruger 60. It will be 14 jumps. I should check, make sure Kruger's on the latest list. Okay, let's make sure. And it says we are. Sys left. Let's start on our journey. To Kruger 60. We're only 34 light years from there to Beta Hydrae, where we're going to pick up the tritium. So again, thank you for coming along on the first moments of Beta 2 fleet carriers. Yeah, it's hitting something. The auto launch is pretty bad about hitting things. Sys view. We are on our way to Kruger 60 to purchase the fleet carrier. Check out our Beta 1, my personal fleet carrier, my first look series, to kind of get an idea of how this is going to go. We will be doing discovery scans because we have universal cartographics on the fleet carrier, so we're going to turn those in there. Sys left. Get 13 more jumps. I had to take a short break. And we're back on our travel to purchase the fleet carrier. In Beta 1 we traveled to Belante, and now in this one we're traveling to Kruger 60. It's a little closer to Beta Hydra, where we're going to purchase the fuel. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to have the fuel, but we could. We do have 180 million credit fuel scoop. So this is the biggest, most powerful fuel scoop that they make, I believe. And it certainly doesn't hurt to top off the fuel. Have to continue to make sure everything is correct. I believe so. Of course, this is the first few minutes that we're getting into the Beta 2, or the first video that we'll be working on. It's the travel version. You'll see the whole thing from beginning. We started at Sothis Mining. We went over to Babbage and picked up our travel version of the cutter. Now we're headed to Kruger 60 to purchase the fleet carrier. We probably have around 10 or 11 jumps to go. We'll check that in a moment. And I haven't been doing the universal cartographics, which I should be. I guess the excitement of picking up the fleet carrier is clouding my mind. It's real exciting. I'm always excited about this. Sys left. We have 11 more jumps. Be sure to look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And you get notified when I create these new videos on Beta 2. And eventually it'll help me out with YouTube. So be sure to press that subscribe. And underneath the video, in the description, at the bottom of that, you'll see ways to donate. And please consider donating. Now, we really don't have the finances to do this kind of stuff. And it's putting a major pinch on our budget. So we could really use your help. Probably around 10 jumps left. We have plenty of fuel currently. We have a 280 million credit fuel scoop, a class 8. So we should have indefinite fuel ability. We don't have all our assets with us at the moment, so and when I remember, I'll hit that discovery scanner. Now my Explorer ranking is maxed out, so I can't, it doesn't really help me rank wise. And what you make in credits is not that much, so, but I like to do it as habit, mainly to encourage you to do it. And when I'm on my game, I'll scan twice, one when I first get into a system and a second time when it's charging for hyperspace. Underneath the video to the left, you'll see our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 650 videos as of this video. Just since January, so it's all current content. So be sure to watch more of our videos where we take you along on this journey of all of our journeys. And that's why we grind so much, so we can bring you the latest content, how everything works. Beta 1 was our first look, and this is our second look at the fleet carrier from beginning to the end of the fleet carrier.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Or the end of Beta 2, I mean. But I am very happy to have the fleet carrier back. And I'm looking forward to June, where I can purchase it for good and it won't go away like it does during beta. Because what you do in beta stays in beta.
Frameshift drive charging.
When I'm not worried about spending every penny of that 9.9 billion, we will do that if necessary. And it lets us know what it's going to be like
3, 2, 1, engage.
in June when we purchase it for real, what the cost will be.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sys left. We have 6 more jumps. Fuel is still okay.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
Yeah, grinding is a pain, but it's nice when you go to pick up your fleet carrier and you have 9.9 billion. 'Cause we should be good. That's why I grind. Because this new content that we get to see from time to time, we need credits. And even when eventually the new era of Elite Dangerous comes out, Space Legs,
Frameshift drive charging.
personal planetary bases, and landing on planets with atmospheres. Yes, it's supposed to be a DLC where it takes real money like Horizons did.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
There's going to always be a cost in credits. So now library is not going to be available in the beta, so we can't change it to galvanized cobalt like the rest of our ships and the SRVs are. And I know I'm weird at that, but I like that paint scheme, so All of my ships are like it. Now, this is a habited system. We can always be interdicted. There's not a place that we can't
Frameshift drive
be interdicted. It's more likely in a habited system.
engage.
And check out in my YouTube channel in the search and search for interdiction, and you will see a 6 times interdiction in the cutter. So we do have experience with interdictions in the cutter, up to 6 of them. We're in another habited system.
Charging.
Sys left. F3 jumps to go, and then we purchase the fleet carrier. I hope you're excited, because I am.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And we're much closer to Beta Hydrae from Kruger 60, because that's where we want to go to pick up our fuel. And it's going to take a little while to transfer 16,000 tons. Yes, I can get the cutter up to about 720 units, but we're going to transfer
Fuel scooping.
16,000 units. So it's going to take some cargo missions to transfer all that fuel. And it's like, might as well. We purchased this huge fuel scoop for something. Now, this is a habited, and you can get, if you get interdicted while you're fuel scooping, that can be really bad. So, if we get someone coming close, we'll probably disengage the fuel scoop. So we don't need to fuel scoop, so. And then we're purchasing the fleet carrier.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
As long as there is a large station here that sells it. Yeah, I do need to check the station that's selling them. Kruger 60.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see here. Kepler Gateway is what we'll be looking for. It's a little ways out. I wish they would have had where you could purchase at Sothis or Ceos. Yeah, when it takes this long to get through hyperspace, you kind of worry that it's going to crash or something. Sys left. Yep, there is fleet carriers here. They're starting to show up on the panel. Okay. This is where we buy one. Again, thank you for coming along. Be sure to watch all of our videos in this series. My personal fleet carrier, my second look, Beta 2. And be sure to watch the Beta 1 videos of my first look. So it'd be my personal fleet carrier, my first look Beta 1. So you can go to my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, and find those. And near Sothis and Ceos in Beta 1 where you see it docked, the RGFC, it will be docked there also. Same place. Now we might travel more because we'll have a whole lot more fuel and more credits to work with. And we will run some cargo missions in our live account. I can't promise how much we will because our first priority is the Beta 2. We have 11.3 billion in our live account, so we're pretty good on credits. Yes, I wish I had 18. So after I purchased the fleet carrier in June, I would still have around 10 billion. That's the goal, is to always keep it around 10 billion. That way, any new content we're prepared for. See, the fleet carrier means the most to me because it's a traveling home base for all of my assets. So, now Space Legs is going to be pretty big. And landing on planets with atmospheres is going to be pretty big. So I'm looking forward to those. Well, let's get to Kepler Gateway and purchase our fleet carrier. We're going to load all of the services except for the black market or the secure trading service, but we're going to load everything else. And look, I have been looking forward to this day to play around with the fleet carrier again. But that's why we kind of had a plan of what we were going to do. And we're going to load up tritium, 16,000 tons of it. It will be open to everyone except for Notorious. Yep, there's a fleet carrier over there that you see. It's like that's where they build them. Sis left. We have to wait till we get down to 7.5. Hopefully someday we can dock at those stations, like where they're building them. They'll have some out to the side that we dock at so you can refuel. That would be nice.
Access granted. Make your way to landing pad 10. Assisted docking initiated.
Because some of those have some unique paint jobs and ship kits and stuff like that. So again, I appreciate you coming along on this first moments of Beta 2. This is the first video. So we're not in an extreme hurry, but we're going to take it one step at a time, as we did in Beta 1. Yeah, you see the auto docking caused the nose of the cutter to hit the mail slot opening. It's certainly not perfected, just like stuck throttles is not fixed, and where you have to have 6 to 7 interdictions at times in one Super Cruise run. Not excited about those things.
Landing complete. Deploying ground crew.
It's under contacts, fleet carrier vendor. We're going to go ahead and buy one. We're going to change the name to RG-FC.
Incoming message.
There's our fleet carrier. And they're going to show us where the location is of our fleet carrier. It's way down at the end. Is the RGFC. It's nice to have her back again. Cannot purchase, you already own one. Yep. And we need to add all the services to it. Let's see if they have tritium here. Nope. Sys left. There's the RGFC. Lock in the position. We have refueled. We will auto launch. Sys up. Our new fleet carrier. Let's go say hello to the RGFC.
Landing gear retracted.
Sys right.
Docking clamps retracted. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
We have 4.9 billion now. We're going to go spend some more because we're going to turn on all the services. And then we're going to run out in the cutter to Myanmar, which is about 34 light years away. We're going to locate the the place for the fleet carrier to live or to be while we're transferring tritium. So that's where we're going. I mean, we have nothing really on board, but we still could be interdicted. And I will keep you informed of where we're going in the RGFC and where it's going to be located. Its next location is Myanmar, where we're going to load tritium into the cargo hull. Or into the cargo hold, I think is really the way you would say it. We are going to leave space in the fuel tank, so if you want to drop by the RGFC and donate tritium, you can. That way you can say you're helping the fleet carrier, and you will be able to land on it because it will be open to everyone in all modes, in open, private, and solo mode. If your status is notorious, you will not be able to land on it, but that's the only way. If you have anything other than 0 in your notorious. Sys left. Turned on Super Cruise Assist. So when we turn toward it, we will let Super Cruise Assist take us to the RGFC. But at least we were able to purchase it, and we have 4.9 billion credits left after purchasing. Now we'll see what the services are going to wind up costing, because we're going to turn all of them on except for the secure trading. Okay, we're making our final approach to the RGFC, and there's other FCs down there. And other FCs right there. Yep, there's just too much excitement of getting to purchase the fleet carrier again. Now you can come out to Kruger 60 even if you don't have the 5 billion to purchase it, the fleet carrier yet. And by the end of beta 2, you'll be able to buy one for 1 million. Is this left? Wow, it says 3 landing pads are open, meaning it's already open to others. We're going to turn that on anyway. But there's probably no services at the moment.
Landing gear deployed.
See, we already have other ships landing on the RGFC.
Scan detected.
Yeah, it's my fleet carrier and I'm being scanned. Well, welcome home. Welcome to my home. Carrier management. Carrier services. So we have the bridge crew. See, I didn't have to replace anybody last time. See, it's 40 million just to turn on the refueling station. So why is it not allowing me to turn those on? Install. Well, at the moment, I'm not sure why I can't install things. Setting. Maybe because we haven't deposited anything. That's probably the reason. So let's put some money out there. At the moment, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 billion. Yep, that's probably the reason we couldn't install anything, because we hadn't transferred any money. See, that's what you got to work on when you there we go. when you buy it for $1 million, you still got the services to turn on. See, it was $250 million for outfitting and for shipyard. Yeah, we're already down on our secure. I don't care about that. Universal cartographics. Yeah, we're going to have to add more money. Okay. It's just the secure warehouse is the only part I don't care about having. Yeah, 12.7 is our weekly upkeep. So we need to transfer some more money. Now all of those that are landing can actually refuel. Things are working. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put another $1 billion on. See, I think I have it the way I want it. Summary. Wanted to see yeah, we have 500 tons. Okay, we're going to leave it at that, so that way you can donate tritium. Commodities market. We're going to buy and we have to manage it. Commodities trading. Tritium. We want to buy tritium. Apply. Commodities market. Yeah, before we didn't have a tariff on everything, and now we do. Our weekly upkeep cost is 12.7 million, so it's less than I thought it was going to be. Now that commodities trading, I find that a little weird. I wasn't able to change. Our carrier balance is 778. I'm not really sure about that. Oh, okay, there we go. Set a buy price of 50%. That way you can help support the fleet carrier if you wish. And we'll take up to $1,000. That thing will run pretty fast. Apply. Universal cartographics, we have some to sell. Redemption office, we have some claims. Okay. Maintenance, do all repairs. Refuel, refuel all. See, it says 14 there, but it says 15 that service tariff, so that's kind of weird. Okay. All right. Well, that's the purchase portion, and this is what's weird. Unity, quality, industry, the advertising in our fleet carrier. So, what's that? What's with all that? Do we get paid for that? I don't know. Well, thank you for coming along. Make sure you press that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of the video. And make sure you consider donating, and make sure you watch more of our videos. So this was the travel to and purchase the RGFC video. So we'll post that. And be sure to watch the next video where we go to purchase tritium at Beta Hydrae. So until the next video, thank you for watching.